Welcome to
Pajama Bible Stories, Pajama Bible Stories, Pajama Bible Stories.
Thank you, Demi and Nicholas. You look like you're somewhere warm. I want to be there. Anyway, this is Pajama Bible Stories. I'm here with my kids
Scotty.
and
Eleni.
you guys are goofs. You switch sides on me. And today we're going to talk about the parable of the prodigal son, which you may have heard this past week in church.
I couldn't make it in time. I couldn't make it in time.
Okay.
So I have no idea about it.
All right, then I'm going to tell you about it.
Are you sure?
I shouldn't tell you about it? Yeah, I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, gooses. All right. So, one day... You're a goose.
You're the goosiest.
You're the goosiest.
You're the goosiest. You're the goosiest of all gooses. Yeah.
All right, geese. Here we go. So, this is a parable. A parable is a story, much like I'm telling, about something to get a message across, okay? This is the parable of the prodigal son. Once there was a man, and he had two sons, the older son and the younger son. One day, the younger son went up to his father and said, "Hey, give me all the inheritance, all the things you would give me after you die, but do it before you die. I want it now." And the father said, "Okay," and gave it to him. So he took all that, all this wealth, all this wonderful things that his father had given him, and he moved away. He left. He went to this far land, and what did he do with it all? Any idea?
He spent it.
He spent it all. Every last bit of it.
You like this?
And he spent it on not good things. He spent it on just not smart ways of living, okay? And then when he was there and he had spent all his money, there was a famine that went across the land. You know what a famine is?
Yes.
What?
No food.
No food, and the water especially has gone out, and everything is dying out.
Oh.
And so it's hard for them to find food and eat and take care of themselves. So he's down on his luck, yes.
He spent it on things like this.
That's right. He spent it on things like that. What is that? He spent it on magnets. Okay. All right. So then he was sent. He said, "All right. Well, maybe I can find a way to live here." And he attached himself to this man. Basically, became that man's slave. And he was told, "Go feed the pigs." And he went out to feed the pigs.
The pigs get to eat more than him.
Yeah, the pigs get to eat more than him. And that's what he thought when he was looking at them. That look at the pigs. Even that food looks good because I'm really starving here. And then he thought to himself, even the servants at my father's house eat better than this. And he thought, I'm going to go back to my father and I'm going to apologize for what I did and ask him not to be his son anymore, but to be a servant in his house. And that's what he did. He realized that he made mistakes, and he went back to his house. And on his way back, he was going back, and his father saw him at a distance coming back to him. What did his father do? Was his father like, "Oh, here he comes. Here comes that." What did he do?
He's like, "Yay! Yay!"
Yeah. The father was excited. He ran after him and met him, and he hugged him, and he gave him a new clothes and put a ring on his finger, and he said to his servants, "Kill the fatted calf." Do you know what a calf is?
No.
Like a cow that you eat.
The biggest
Fatted
kid.
one. Yep. And we're gonna have a big party in his honor because my son was lost and now he is found. All right. So they had this big party and they're all excited because the son, who even though he got rid of all his stuff, came back. Now, who else is left?
The older son?
The older son. How do you think the older son feels about all this? Why?
He's mad because why does he get the party? And he did everything wrong. And he didn't do anything wrong.
So the one brother did everything wrong and the other brother didn't do anything wrong. Why is this guy getting the party?
Yeah.
Do you think he's right to think that way?
No.
Why not?
Because it's nice.
It's nice that they're having the party?
Yeah.
So he goes up to the dad, like he said, and he said, I'm not going into the party. I've been with you all these years, and you've never given me even a little bit of a party to have with my friends. And the dad said, everything here that I have is yours. You could have asked for it at any time to have a party, but you haven't. But my son was lost, and now he is found. And he was excited and happy because his son was gone. Good story, huh? This is what you need to know. First of all, there's 3 people in this story, okay? The Father. The Father represents God. Our Father, all right? And He is always willing to meet us and call us back to Himself. And even when we think that we're going to go do our own thing, or we think that we're doing what's best, it doesn't matter. Because when we realize that maybe we've done the wrong thing, we ask for forgiveness, He welcomes us back and gives us big hugs. It gives us big hugs and so excited, right? But sometimes we're doing the right things, right? Sometimes we're doing the right things. Does that mean that we should be upset when other people get good things? Or they repent and they do the right thing? No, we have to always be happy, especially when people repent and do the right thing, right? So that's what I want you to know is rejoice in other people's good things, even if they previously had done the bad things and they've come back to do the right things. And when you're struggling and you don't know what to do, there's never a time that God doesn't love you, and there's never a time that you can't change your ways and change into someone who does the right thing, and God will accept you every time. When you fall, get back up. And that's pretty much the story of the prodigal son.
Wow, short story.
Kind of a short story. Next week, because the kiddos want it, we're going to do Jesus walking on water. If you have stories that you want me to tell, send them in. Make sure you check the link for the drawings that we need, and send in your videos of you doing the Pajama Bible Story song. If you have any questions, write them in the comments, and hopefully we can answer them. All right, we good?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Blessings, crosses, see ya!
Ta-da! I couldn't make it in time. I couldn't make it in time.
Okay.
I